you the link.
Thank you very much, sir.
Give you the link.
Look at this, we got a moon just in time for stream, huh?
Noted.
Let's just give it a couple of minutes so people can join now. Do you post it up?
Yep, I posted. $5 right now.
Okay, then. Guys, if you got any questions, please do not hesitate to ask in YouTube chat. We will try to answer them to the best of our abilities. So should we slowly start?
Yeah, we can start. Yeah.
Okay, let's just wait till it gets to 5 minutes then down here, and then we will start. That should be quite soon now. Okay, then let's get started, guys. So again, as I was saying, welcome to yet another webinar with me and Arnaud, as every week, as we have changed a little bit timelines lately, but wait, let me just close down so it doesn't ping too much. As we do it every week, and we are always prepared here with you. Okay, so just before we started with this webinar, I gotta say Bitcoin just pumped, huh? Did you see, Arnold? That was all.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
basically, what I wanted to talk before this pump happened, this is probably the worst area to reject from, right? I mean, because what we really want to see here is just one strong, in this area you want to get out as quick as possible, just one strong push up, right? Just to sort of neglect yourself, I mean, sort of create a standpoint of view, right? For us to really give us that defining breakthrough towards the bullishness, right? But right now we are getting some of this. Obviously this is not a close yet, right? This is just a week, right? I mean, definitely don't want to see a week here. Like I said again, if we want to see anything here, we want to see something, give us something strong. Let's push up to like 10,000 or 11,000 or at least 10,000, like 700 or something, so we can get a defined change of trend. So that way we can start longing a little bit more aggressively, right? Now I know we had a short open from this area on the algorithms, and I do most certainly agree with this short because this was a good short to take. The stop loss was pretty defined up here, and it had a huge potential to win, right? I mean, like let's just say if it was to win, right, we would have won pretty big, like at least $1,000 $2,000 if Bitcoin went down here, right? I mean, it would probably go at least to 8k or 8,800, right? So in my book that's a pretty big win, right? And definitely one of the trades I would take at all times. So yeah, algorithm did a pretty good job there. Obviously we didn't win because we suddenly got a pump, which is like, how much is that? That's like $600 pump in like 1 hour now, right? Yeah, like 1 or 2 hours. So yeah, we got stopped there, but you know, it's you can't win them all. We did have plenty of other trades that kind of covered this loss. We did have indulged in DLT trades. We had Link, we had IOTA, right? Did we have something else? I can't remember. Oh no, I think we had like these 3 trades.
A new link was just a punt, but due to the pump, this is a stop loss, unfortunately.
Okay.
Yeah. But it can happen. It's normal.
Okay, so now the link, we had another trade open on Link, right? I mean, it just opened up, right? Okay,
yep.
We will check this one after then the Bitcoin. After we do the Bitcoin, we will check Link to see if it's being sort of like, you know, if it's being screwed over by the Bitcoin pump right now, right? I'm going to call this Bitcoin right now. Okay, shit, right? I mean, when it's right now, this is still a pretty tough question, right? Because right now, I still call this no man's land, you know? Like, what do you do from this point onwards, right? Because we are right there where we should be, right? So basically, we're right at the point where we are changing entire trend on a high time frames, but we haven't changed it yet, just because we're still hanging in this area, right? Like I said, we want to see a strong break. We want to see something, right? We want to see multiple candles close up here before we can define the trend, right? Because when it's still in this area, you still don't know. It's one of those areas when you're like, I don't know if it's bullish and I don't know if it's bearish, right? It's just these 2 questions. And really, any type of guess that we will make right here in this area right now is a 50-50 guess, you know? So from price action standpoint, it's definitely not a good way to predict anything at the moment, right? So what what can we only do right now is we can only wait to see which direction BTC will choose, because if something like happens, which I've seen in the future right now, the Bitcoin just next 4 hours just goes there and closes under this level, well, then it's not gonna look too good, is it, right? I mean, then you're basically gonna create a swing failure pattern to upstairs and then just close downstairs, and that's really not so bullish, right? So yeah, this one we definitely probably have to give it another 24 hours, right, Arnaud? I mean, to see if it's gonna push out or something, like do it, because when it is right now, you can't really tell much, right? I mean, can we tell it's bullish? Can we tell it's bearish? We can't really, right? It's definitely a questionable one. Like I said, so definitely we will keep you updated on this accordingly. Sadly I can't update you now, but if you've expected that, I'm sorry again, guys. But you know, I can answer some further questions about alts and everything if you have any, right? So yeah, as we were seeing, we had link trade open right now, so let's check that one out to see if it's good and dandy. Okay, so as I expected, link is gonna get fucked by the BTC pump. Now the question is, where was our entry again? I can't. Where was our entry? Or not? I closed down the Telegram to not, you know, to preserve the sounds.
Entry of link, let me see, was 37 and 700.
377.
Yeah, 37 and 700.
What's the stop loss though?
The stop loss was 36 and 105.
36. Wait, did we ever get stopped on that one?
Yeah.
So sadly, basically we got stopped.
Yeah, the only alt versus BTC trade that we have in the pipe still is BNB right now.
Okay, so sadly we got stopped and linked, and was expected after such bump of Bitcoin. You cannot predict this stuff when the Bitcoin is gonna pump predictably. But you know, Link is making a breakthrough for higher highs, and right now he has a golden chance of doing it. Of course, if Bitcoin is gonna pump too hard, then this is gonna end up like SFP again, like I said, and that's not really good, right? But if Bitcoin relaxes itself, I have no doubts that Link will have a chance to climb higher, right? Now, how high can it go? You can only check this by the fib, you know. But it's like I said, fibs are not really sorry, what the fuck did they yes, reverse that. Fibs are not really, you know, something that I would consider accurate, but I could potentially go to upstairs this area. That could be it. Yeah, we'll see how that one plays out in the future. Yeah, but after the Bitcoin calms down, if the Bitcoin calms down, we will probably reopen the trade on the link, definitely. But from the price action standpoint, there is one we could take. Actually, we could take it down here just as a like, you know, so we don't kind of miss the pump if it's gonna happen again. But again, like I said, if Bitcoin starts pumping while we enter here, we're gonna get screwed over, right? And the stop is only 6%. You see this, Arnaud. So basically, we could call this trade out as well if the bot doesn't go into it, right?
Yeah, we could call that.
We could call this on because we have such a good chances of breaking out right now after such a price action, right? So it would definitely be callable there, and we can take it, and you know. So I'm gonna save this one for the 4C signals. Definitely, boom, we got it here. Definitely looks good. Save up. Oh yeah, the last target would be something around here, and we're gonna follow the fib, but we will take targets accordingly, you know, somewhere around the chart, probably around here yet. Wait, let me see. Some probably right here. Let's go weekly to see what's going on here. Weekly, yeah. Okay, so weekly we can't see much. On daily, maybe. Okay, yeah, we can take it. That should be a good level on daily. Kind of lines up to everything. And then the last target being up there, you know, just as we trying to catch the moon and Lambos in this term, to be honest. Okay, Ethereum is definitely, like I said, even previous week, it's way more interesting than BTC, right? Because Ethereum retained the most bullish level when it was, right? I mean, when it is tested this, it barely made any pullbacks and just kept continuing going up, right? So they both did this, right? Both BTC and Ethereum did this, but there's only one difference. Okay, Ethereum still has this vast area to cover, right? And this area is big as shit. Definitely big as shit, right? So definitely has this to cover, while BTC is already up here, you know, in retrospect it's around up here, BTC, right? So definitely BTC is close to being bullish, or I mean, yeah, like we said, it's close to being bullish, but Ethereum still has a ways to go before it breaks that. It still has like 37 or even 40% to go in order to turn the whole chart around. But in the terms of speaking on daily, Ethereum does look pretty good. I mean, it did broke the middle of the entire chart, which was here, sadly. So as it was begin, the BTC started making move. The Ethereum was less bullish than BTC, and even now, as you can see, it's still less bullish than BTC, right? Doesn't mean that it's not gonna go up over it, but I'm just saying it's falling behind the BTC, right? Even like we can check Ethereum BTC chart. As you can see, you know, it's drastically falling behind its BTC, but if it breaks this area, like we mentioned before, it's gonna start doing some serious damages, because this is the main level of the entire chart right now. So if we can gain this level, it should do some damage, right? So it should get closer to the BTC in retrospect. Also, plans to mention, Ethereum actually has one really good news, and I didn't even have an idea that was going on actually, because Ethereum announced an Aztec project on there, and I really like this project because what it essentially does, it gives you an option to create your transaction anonymously. So basically, you can send your transactions, and no one will know who sent it, right? Which is kind of huge, because this is what we all imagined crypto would be in the first place, right? We all imagined that we will be able to send money around the world without being tracked by governments or banks and stuff like that, right? So that's definitely one huge improvement that Ethereum is getting, and also one big improvement that people should actually care about, because BTC can do that and many other coins can do that, right? I mean, some can't, but let's just say Ethereum is widely popular and widely used, and I know it has its problems of, you know, basically having a problem that is in unlimited quantities, right? But still, it's sort of a with this update, it sort of captures the essence of what crypto should be. Don't you agree, Arnaud? You know, it should be anonymous, right?
Yeah, yeah, of
They
course.
shouldn't be able to track you all. I mean, all around when you send your money or something, you know. XRP, okay, our favorite coin, right? Our favorite banker's coin. Okay, so XRP right now definitely continues with its accumulation, right? So right now, I'm gonna say this, I don't know, you know, basically we could take another stab at XRP right here. I mean, the times are bullish, right? I mean, would you not agree? The times are bullish.
Yeah, yeah, I would agree with that.
We could definitely take another stab here with a stop loss. We could actually make it a little bit smaller onto this being actually 5.7. We could. I'm gonna save that one as well. We can call this one out as well. I'm ready to take the gamble on it, since it's definitely. I know it's still in accumulation. I was speaking that it can go do this before it goes further up, right? But it's worth of taking right now just because the times are so bullish right now. So BTC breaking on, you know, alts are gonna follow. Like alts are definitely gonna follow BTC at this point. If it breaks out too, of course it's a week down, but I possibly can imagine that it will stop me out here before it's going. I mean, BTC would have to make a seriously big move for us to be stopped down here. So I'm going to save this one as well and call it out after the stream. Also, let's go forward. TRX, TRX BTC, yeah, TRX. So yeah, that was what I'm expecting with XRP. You know, it comes down, touches this level, and it just moves up, right? TRX has not the same pullbacks as XRP has, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be something similar going to happen right now in this sort of a retrospect. TRX, well, let me see. TRX didn't gain much from last stream, but if it breaks out this, I'm going to start actively looking for longs on it, and I'm going to start actively looking for longs around up here. We'll see the strength of what it's going to break through, but for now I'm gonna keep it down here because nothing has happened yet. Nothing has happened yet. Let's just see. Litecoin, we already said it looks one of the most beautiful accumulation points, and I know we had line here. I'm not sure if we had in this chart. Oh yeah, we had it right here. We got, yeah, it was filled and then it kind of moved, and it still missed the last profit target. But right now, if we go on the MT chart, right now, after a break, I mean, it still hasn't exactly broken out. It's still like in the zone of BTC, right? I mean, you want to have something more, a little bit more breakoutish, right? I mean, a little more candles up here. That's just hanging around this line, which has been touched here, here, and possibly came very close here, right? If it does that, then definitely again gonna look for aggressive longs around this area and try to capitalize on it, right? And again, I guess, like I'm saying, guys, if you have any questions, please do post them in YouTube chat, right? Do not hesitate to ask us stuff which is not connected to BTC pump, because that one we basically said already. That is currently still in no man's land, and we're waiting if it's gonna close up there or not. EOS, let's see, EOS. Is that coin doing something, I think? Oh yeah, we still have that line. It's still coming up. Really good calculation, and this one is actually doing quite well. Okay, so EOS is actually outperforming some of the alts, which is unexpected really, because this is the last coin I imagined that it will outperform anything. Just simply because it didn't really have any sort of a like big use case. But then again, Litecoin is just a copy of BTC, so who am I to speak, right? Litecoin is definitely not a magical thing either as well. I mean, it's not exactly moving any technology or anything. Yeah, definitely gonna wait for this line to be crossed. When it's being crossed, I will look for longs a little bit more aggressively, possibly up here, because we are bullish, guys. We have to look for bullish entries now, because you know how crypto is. It usually doesn't give you a lot of pullbacks when it's bullish, right? Hence Bitcoin again didn't give us any pullbacks since 7k already, so that's pretty strange by its own. It's being pushed up by these whales quite a lot, quite hard, I'm gonna say, actually. Okay, ADA. Okay, that is performing quite nicely. So like I said, we break this line a little bit more like this right now, and then we can start looking for longs here aggressively, right? I mean, possibly right now, considering the circumstances, right? I'm not gonna lie, we could actually pull a trade here, and this trade would have a small stop loss. I'm saying a small stop loss like this. Oh, it's still 6%. I thought it would be less, but yeah, we could pull a trade right here with a stop loss of about 5 to 6%. And you know, like I said, I knew I would wait for this line to break before I would do that, but due to circumstances of us being so extremely bullish, we could chase an extremely bullish entry and just go for it, right? And then just possibly even target this upstairs, which is a huge target, right? But obviously we're gonna take profits in between, probably on the green line again, since it's already been a resistance point for like 2 times, right? So down here it's probably like, oh, it's already down here, we're already getting 3 to 1. Up there we could get 10 to 1. So basically, yeah, that's gonna turn out a nice trade. Again, I'm gonna save this one, Arnaud. I mean, we got trades for days now with this pullback area. We can call some out.
2 or 3 trade to call just after the stream.
Yep. So we can check DLT. I just closed the DLT just before the stream started when I saw Bitcoin pumping, and let's see if I did a good job for closing. And I guess I did a good job, because look at that, DLT retraced all the way back to our entry, and this is exactly what I expected. I closed the trade in this area as a panic sell, and exactly expected that this is gonna happen. Now, do I believe it's gonna go on lower low? No, I mean, again, I'm not sure if Bitcoin is gonna pump heavily or not yet, right? If it's gonna pump heavily, then yes, it's gonna touch here. But if it's not gonna pump heavily, if this is the top now, then it's gonna do something like this, and we probably go to like higher than this point, right? So yeah, but since we have 3 fresh trades, we are not gonna go back into this one. There's no point going back into this trade, right? I mean, we get 3 fresh trades right now, so we can indulge into those ones, right? We still have BNB open, you say, right? BNB BTC or BNB USD?
BNB is still open, yeah. BTC.
Yeah, BTC, yeah. Okay, so this one is not gonna get filled by... Well, this failed. Oh no, this failed. Our line failed. Disappointed. It accumulated just before our eyes, which is not very interesting. Again, very bullish time, guys. Very bullish times. Bam. Right there. Trade right there. Gotta go aggressive. If we want the entry, it's gotta go aggressive. You know, the problem with these aggressive trades are as soon as it's stop being so aggressive, like let's just say, as soon as the sentiment of bullishness changes a little bit, you get wrecked on all the trades at once, you know? So you gotta be careful how many post out, right? And since we already got a bot on BNB, I mean the bot that just follows BNB, we're gonna stay away from BNB, you know? We're just gonna save this trade for stream. Like if anybody wants to take it, it's quite a good trade. You see the entry is 22.4 and stop loss 21.5 and the profit target is about 24.6. So if anybody, but like I said, we already have a bot running on BNB, so we're not gonna post this one. Just we don't want to be, we don't want to go too wide, right? We got missed on Mono, right? Mono BTC, we had that one. We got missed on it, and look at that. Isn't this just the saddest thing, right? We got missed a little bit, pumped as hell, pumped extremely hard, but we had something on data, right? Data played out, I think. No, yes, no, I can't even remember. Was it down here? I'm not sure. I hate sometimes that my graphs doesn't save itself, yeah, you know, like what's the point of that, right? Was it idle? We had a line here on Atom, but I'm not sure. Did we create that one on the stream?
Atom, I don't know. Don't think that we got it on 4C.
No, I don't think we called it, but I think we ran it on the last time on stream. I'm not sure. Like we have some lines, but you know, some lines just disappear on me. I have no idea why. Oh yeah, fans favorite. Like I from OGN BTC. Let's check OGN BTC. So OGN is actually, so yeah, I've heard a lot about this coin. I don't know what this is all about, right? I mean, but I've seen a lot of stuff on the Telegram about this coin being some fan favorite something right now. Oh shit, it actually pumped 300%, right? Oh crap, but look at this. Wow, if this isn't a good trade, Arnaud, then who am I, right? My god, this should be a pretty good, this is like the main level that it's approaching right now. But the stop is gonna be huge, huh? Fuck me, 25%. Yeah, I can't take this one. Because there's no way to put a stop, because if I put it here, it can still wick down here and take me out and still moon. Sadly, this is a really nice trade, but stop, just too wide. We don't have any positions, and we can't say that it's gonna go higher than this, so we had to take profit target here, which doesn't make it enough applicable for us to take it. Nope, it's too risky. But yeah, definitely still looks good. It definitely still looks good. If it's gonna bounce for this point, it definitely looks a lot very good, to be honest. Oh, sorry, we had dark, Arnold. We had dark, not data. Dark. Do you remember? We did a video about it.
Yeah.
So dark actually got filled nicely and moved, right? Oh yeah, but we didn't call this one out. Why? Because we hate low Satoshi coins, and it's really hard to exit them, even with bots and everything. So when the price goes under, you're like every Satoshi.
Yeah, two Satoshi coin is too dangerous. But
yeah, look at this. You know, every Satoshi counts for like 1.5%, right? And then you can't exit them at all, and so it's very dangerous. But the trade worked out, right? I mean, the trade worked out quite fine. It's actually did quite a good R, 5-1 already. Holy crap, that's pretty good, man. That is pretty good. So yeah, that's alts are basically looking quite similar. They are all in some sort of accumulation zone. So once Bitcoin breaks out, if Bitcoin breaks out and starts coming down, shit, we're gonna have a good run on alts. Like, I'm not gonna lie, we're gonna have a pretty good run on alts. We're gonna be seeing I6, like this I6 shit quite often, to be honest. Which is gonna be a pretty exciting area for alts again. But of course, if you miss on it and it starts pumping, it's really hard to answer results. You know, the only thing you can basically do is market smash it, right? And this is not what we like to do, because it's not a consistent way of trading, right? I mean, we have to be smart about our entries and everything, right? Okay, Tomo, we also had trade here. It played out, we exited it. Okay, now it's coming back. Okay, I would not trade this one. This one is now not giving me a clear signal if it's bullish or not. We have a lot better trades out there than this one. So guys, if you got any questions, please do not hesitate to ask, as we are looking at these altcoins. Tezos was also fans' favorite, and we did have some good trades on Tezos. Right now, wait, kind of hard. And here, let's see if it's Bitfine. I should have a little bit more. Oh yeah, this was a nice level, and it was so bullish that it came so close. That tested it and then filled me out. Crazy. So missed me for like 2%. But this was really good level. I mean, holy shit, this is really good level. It's very unfortunate it didn't dip a little bit harder and fill this out. And again, it's gonna break the high. Same as Link, right? If it's breaking the high, definitely start moving up a lot more aggressive. Then I'm gonna move to like more aggressive levels, like here up here already. Somewhere in this area. You'll have to pinpoint it out. Depends on how strong the reaction is on Tezos outside, but definitely, like I said, we can be seeing stuff like this a lot now. I mean, of course not from all the coins, but just picked one, hand-picked ones, because a lot of coins will still die, unfortunately, right? Troy BTC, that's the coin I've also heard a lot of news today. Okay, so Troy is interesting because it was IO on Binance Launchpad, and as you can see, it basically didn't do shit yet, right? Now the only problem of Troy is, and you guessed it, it's low Satoshi coin, and holy shit, we can't officially call it because look, even the stop is wide. Even okay, the 10% is not that wide, but the thing is, again, every Satoshi counts for like 2%, right? So we can't call this out because it's super uneasy to exit, right? If it starts to be gone. But definitely, I heard that they are doing some good shit, and it's Launchpad IO. So if we really start with the bull right now, like Binance is gonna pump their coins, right? I mean the coins that they personally gave the awards out during the IOs, right? So definitely expecting the coins like this are gonna pump, and it could be right. I mean this would be a pretty good first profit target if anybody likes to indulge into something like this. Definitely a pretty good or the second profit target up here. Even it could also like. I mean, I'm not gonna say that it's gonna go for new high yet. We don't know that. But if it does, if it breaks something like this, on the line, I would not only look to first take the profit targets around here, right? I will also look for a pullback to add more to some. So what I've sold here, I would add more to the long around here, right? And you know, I was just because we will probably will wait that something like this happens, right? Hopefully, it wouldn't be the fast as Matic, right? Let me see what happened with Matic later. Like I don't want to see, you don't want to see this, right? And then immediately rejection, right? You want to see some more stair of a climb up. It's much nicer, to be honest. Even Matic, look at this, huh? I'm not even Matic. I mean Matic again, low Satoshi coin bullshit, right? But look at Matic, you know, it actually tested this quite middle of this accumulation, right? And sort of starts moving up, but it's still nothing defined yet, right? You can't really say if it's gonna go to new top or nothing because it is struggling. The volume is even going down. So Matic, after this shit happened, it is quite still weak. It's definitely quite weak yet. Nothing special to say about it. So again, like I said, if you guys got any questions, please do ask them. We are about at the end of our stream. We covered every major roll, we covered all rolls, we showed you some new trades. Some trades we won't take at 4C, some trades we will call out at 4C after the stream. So definitely
still no question for the moment.
still no questions. Well guys, if you have no questions, then we will slowly start wrapping up. As I can say, I have nothing to add on BTC yet. It's definitely no man's land. I have to see some closures, I have to see some daily candles up here. Definitely a little bit more action than just this. The last thing I want to see this now is closing, like daily wise, closing under here. Then we didn't basically do shit on Bitcoin, right? The closes under here, like again, then we're again at the beginning of the game, right? We didn't do shit. So I definitely want to see some strength. If this is really the bull market, we should have no problems showing some more strengths, right? I mean, shouldn't be an issue, right? I mean, you agree with me, Arnaud, right?
Yeah.
Definitely need to be seeing something more like, you know, something above this area. This area really makes us bullish then, breaking it, right? Well, okay. If we have no questions, then guys, we will be seeing each other again next week, possibly at the same timeline, right, Arnaud?
Yeah, I think the same times.
Okay, the same times.
So 4 p.m. UTC.
Yeah. Don't have anything else. We're gonna post these trades now, and I hope every single one of them is going to play out. That we are in good times right now, right?
Yep.
So yeah, take care, guys, and then we will be seeing you in the next time, right?
Yeah.
Right.
See you next week, guys.